Attention! Attention! May I have everyone's attention? It's almost time. So while you're waiting, get a piece of paper out, something to write with. I don't care if it's a pencil, pen, marker, lipstick. I don't care what it is. Then get your movie ready to where all you have to do is press play and get any snacks and drinks you want while waiting, because we're gonna have a blast once we start. Enjoy.
Yeah. I'm not winning that whole timer. I'm already late. So, here we go. I just need to fix one quick thing, just really quick on here. So, quickly get it ready if you guys don't have it ready already. I'm almost done having it ready. I'm just putting this episode 6. Changing this really quick to the new thumbnail. Oh, I can't believe I forgot. Totally skipped over my mind, and typically that stuff doesn't skip over my mind. But it did this time. And here we go. And I'm not skipping the recap. Here we go. In 3, 2. I lost my mouse. Hang on. 1. Go. All right, we got the intro, beautiful, and we can go ahead. We'll go ahead and discuss it afterwards, guys. So make sure you guys write stuff down on, anything you guys want to discuss or have any questions. Decommissioned. All right, so she's practicing. All right, so they cleared that up. Awesome. Goggles. Corellia, huh? All right, interesting. Oh, snap. All right. I wonder if we see Han maybe as a kid. Just as an Easter egg. Who knows? Dang. Behind you, Omega. No way. What? No way. What are the chances? Wow. Okay, sisters from season 7 in the arc with the Ahsoka, the first 4 or the 4 through 8. Ah, so this is the part from the trailer. So this is where he goes for the jump. He hit his head again. I don't know how I feel about that inhibitor chip thing, though. It's not like he's getting brain damage, you know what I mean? But I don't know, they might not take that route. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, come on. I don't like that. Really? Himself. Huh. Hmm. I want to talk about that after. Oh, no way. Are they trying to... Did they join the rebellion? Hmm. Now that's gonna be it, huh? No? Okay. Still something. course, they don't show it. Interesting. Okay. All right, let me pull up chat. So I want to talk about a few things. Let me pull up chat real quick. Interesting. That person they were talking to at the end, some type of robe. I don't know who it would be though. Who would want to know that has a robe? Is it a I'm rewatching it. I'm seeing here. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. There's some type of robe, so I'm thinking it's maybe a Jedi or a Sith. Or it might be Ahsoka, just because that's the only Jedi they would know, right? Because I feel like okay, so first, okay, one thing I want to talk about is the sisters here. Rafa and Trace, right? Obviously, this is an Easter egg crossover from season 7, from episodes 5 through 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8, the little arc that they've done there. And it sounds like they're joining the rebellion now, right? And fighting against the Empire. And by the look of it, it looks like some type of robe. And I'm like, the Sith, I can't think of it being any Sith, right? It is after episode 3. So I'm thinking about Jedi. What survivor Jedi would they even know? And I'm guessing that'd be Ahsoka. That would be the only thing that would make sense to me. If it's not Ahsoka, I'm very curious on who it would be. But yeah. But let's look at chat here. What's up, Real Snips? You think it's Ahsoka too? Yeah, it's got to be Ahsoka, right? Yeah, I think so too, YSF. I think so. I can't think of it being anyone else, now that I think about it, because they have a connection through Ahsoka, and who else would be wearing those robes? You know what I mean? So I think it's Ahsoka. They only know and trust Ahsoka, exactly. And I mean, they're still doing their little jobs here and there, but at least they're doing it for a cause now, part of the rebellion. At least it sounds like that. The only thing that there's two things I didn't like about this episode. It was good. Nothing really necessarily bad about it. But there was two things I disliked. One, it's another repetitive episode. Doing the side quest thing over again just to get on the main track. Obviously, they're taking another approach towards the end of this if it is Ahsoka, but still, I feel like they're still not getting back on the main track quite yet. But if it is Ahsoka, that would make sense, especially about Captain Rex, because that might be where he comes in, because maybe he might be trying to get with Ahsoka. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, but I feel like there's going to be some type of connection with Rex coming up. I mean, there's not too many episodes left, so I want him to start focusing on the main stuff. I mean, I'm not saying these are bad, but we're getting these character development, but I'm kind of tired of all the ship deal, going to the planet, doing a little side job, and then there's the episode. That's the short episode. Like, I don't want that anymore. I want Disney to kind of step up their game. And then the other thing I had a problem with is Wrecker. And now we know for sure it's his inhibitor chip, because, he's all like, good soldiers follow orders. Wasn't a big fan of that. I was hoping that wasn't the case, because think about it. The inhibitor chips are inside their brain, okay? A bump to the head. You know how many clones have gotten bumps to the head? Especially someone as tough as Wrecker. You know what I mean? Wrecker's super tough. We've seen him take several laser bolts. You know what I'm saying? And lots of hits. I just don't see him hitting his head and being like, oh, all of a sudden the chip's getting back into gear. No. If anything, he's going to get brain damage. It's going to have to damage his brain before the chip just goes, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden gets boosted. I don't see how him hitting his head on a couple pieces of metal or whatever, you know what I'm saying, a couple times over again. I don't like that approach. Personally, I really do not like that approach. I don't like it at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if they can make it work. But I'm not a big fan of how they approach that, to be honest. They were the robes that Ahsoka wore at the end of Rebels. Possibly. It's hard to see. Like I have it paused on it right now. It's kind of hard to see. But it would make sense if it is Ahsoka for sure. Was sad that it was on Corellia and we didn't see Han. Yeah, I was thinking, because I'm like, oh, Corellia, I think they might throw in some fan service there, but they didn't, and I'm fine with that. I thought maybe they might show Han, but it's all good. I'm okay that they didn't. I mean, it wouldn't really make sense they would, but you never know. Disney sometimes is able to find a way. Am I the only one who hates Omega? Honestly, no. That's one thing I really did like about this episode is that, ever since that one episode where she shot the bullet at Crosshair and hit it, I was just like, oh, I really hope it's not another Mary Sue like Rey, and she's just good at everything, whether she's Force sensitive or not. I personally really hope that she isn't Force sensitive, to be honest. But who knows, if they're able to make it work and explain it and it makes sense, then I'm all for it. I just don't see how they can make it work quite yet. But there's still a lot of stuff we don't know on the Kaminoans end, so they could still make it work. But they did show her at least practicing and her missing a lot, and she's failing and she's getting back up and trying it again. I love that. It's training. No one's just naturally perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I did like that about that episode for sure. But yeah, I kind of like I like Omega. I like her character. But they can also make me dislike her very fast depending on which route they take. But as of right now, I like her as a character. Obviously, there's some still more explaining to do, at least for me. I want to know how the heck there's a female clone from Jango Fett. I mean, think about that. Let's say I cloned you, and it's the opposite sex, and they're way different. It's just like, there's some tests, and they did They did tease that, right, in the end of episode 3. I forgot what episode it was. Maybe it was episode 4. The one where the Kaminoans were talking, right before the bounty hunter episode. So I think it was the end of episode 3. I'm pretty sure it was the end of episode 3. Well, she could be Force sensitive because the Kaminoans can make clones like that because of Jek 14. What's that? Am I supposed to know Jek 14? I just want more of an explanation is what I'm saying. I just want more of an explanation. I'm okay with it as long as they kind of explain it. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see... There's still a lot of connections that I need connected, if that makes sense. And I feel like these episodes are all these side quests. Yeah, they're great for character development, but you can also have... It doesn't have to be an absolute, end of season 7, last 4 episodes. It doesn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be like super good all the way around. But you can still have character development with it progressing in the main thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all the side jobs now. I'm not saying the episode was bad because I did like it. I thought it was good, but I want them to get on with the story now. Who do you think was at the end? I think Ahsoka. I mean, I can't really think of it being anyone else. But yeah, how are you doing, Mark? Jek 14 is a Force-sensitive clone. Well, that's the thing. That's Legends. That's not canon, though. And this is canon. I don't know if he is canon because he was made for the Lego Star Wars promo material. Yeah, see, that's all that jazz is Legends. We've never had a Force-sensitive clone before in canon. This would be the first, which is why I want some more explanation. Obviously, it could still make sense because, like I said, they teased it with the Kaminoans, but I want them to go into depth on it. I don't want that just to be it. You know what I'm saying? If they even go that route. They might not even go that route. And I actually think I'd prefer it if they didn't. I think it would add more to their group. Rafa said patch him through, though. Really? I want to watch that again. I want to watch that. I want to see that again. Let's see. Because it doesn't look like Palpatine's cloak. But let's see. Let me hear. Batchum. Oh, yeah. True. Dang. Who would want to know of a rogue clones? That's a guy. I didn't even think about that. I missed that. Who said that? Mark. Thanks for pointing that out, man. Oh, that makes me want to think more now. Okay. I wonder if they meant like Patchum True. I don't know. No, I think I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. Let me think. Who would have robes? They didn't look like Palpatine robes. Who would care? That's like a Jedi at this time. There's not that many Jedi alive at this point. I feel like if it was Ahsoka, they would have more of a friendly conversation at the end. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they're not like real good friends. I mean, they met each other. They went on like the Pike mission, but that's about it. But that is interesting. Or maybe it's younger Thrawn, and that explains Ahsoka's hatred for him. I don't think that's it. I don't think it's Thrawn. Because it looks like robes, does it not? Like Jedi robes. Huh. It's so hard to see, though. Oh, I don't know. It kind of looks like... Okay, there's like almost like, I don't know what you'd call that. Almost like a ribbon around it. It almost looks like Ahsoka in like her Rebels outfit. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear her say it again. Hang on. Here, I'll turn it up so you guys can hear him.
Patch him through, R7.
Let's get back again.
Patch him through, R7.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just them having like not great English and that they would say like patch him through instead of him. But I don't know. It kind of looks like Ahsoka. I don't. It's so hard to tell because it's lighting. They do that on purpose too, man. I don't know. I gotta be thinking about that. What would be a guy that they would know that's like a... I can't see it being Kenobi. I just don't see it. It's obviously someone taller. Who would they know? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it's Thrawn, though. Could be Quinlan Voss. There isn't many options. I know there isn't many options. But, like, I don't see any connections between them and Quinlan Voss. And why the heck would... Well, why would Quinlan Voss care about any of this? You know what I'm saying? Why would he care about just rogue clones? Who would care about rogue clones right now? All I'm thinking about is Empire, but I think it's more on the someone on the rebellion side, maybe. Oh man, I don't know. I didn't even think about that. It's hard because you also see the reflection part of it, or not the reflection, but you see through it. Rogue clones. Because, okay, so this person is obviously the one that wanted the intel as well, right? So who would be wanting intel, would be interested in rogue clones, and has some type of robe like that? Maybe it's not a robe. It looks like a robe. Thrawn is interested in religion, so if he's on a certain planet, it could be the robes are religious. I don't know. I don't see it being Thrawn at this point. I don't see. I'd be very surprised if it ends up being Thrawn. But I'm like, not. I mean, yes and no. But I'm like, a lot of the Jedi robes and like the cloaks and stuff would protect you from like certain debris weather-wise. Like, let's say Tatooine, right? Like a sandstorm, it would help you out in those situations. But I don't know. I don't think it's Thrawn though. I don't think it's Thrawn. I wouldn't see it. Why would he be interested in some rogue clones? You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Someone I gotta think about. Rex? No. I think he'd have some armor or something. I mean, no, I don't think it'd be Rex either. Because I feel like Rex, he may not have his necessarily clone armor on, right? But I don't think he'd be wearing something like that. And even if he was, why would they be contacting him? But he would be interested in rogue clones, though. He would be interested in that. But why would he necessarily want that intel? Oh, it would make sense, though, if, you know, he's trying to join the rebellion and stop the Empire. That would make sense. Because we kind of don't know where Rex's head's at right now. After he visited Cutler Quain. Can't believe the Bad Batch was a day late, man. Why couldn't you get there a day earlier? Get with Rex. Team up with them, man. Rex wouldn't be maybe too far off. I just don't see him wearing that type of clothing, but you never know. Darth Jar Jar confirmed. Yeah, I don't know. Patch him through. Patch him through. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I'll definitely be giving that a lot of thought, though. Thrawn is interested in religion and history, plus he was part of in charge of recruiting and clones that are very advanced. Well, how do we know that? Is that in the Thrawn book about him dealing with clones? Because we never heard of him dealing with clones and rebels. But yeah, we do know he's a big history dude and he studies everything. We learned that in Rebels. What was the clone bit in the Thrawn novel or something? It's not Ahsoka because that one sister said patch him through. Right, that's what we're thinking of right now. So I don't know who it'd be. Unless, you know, Lucasfilm made a big mistake there. But yeah, I don't know. Watch it just be some random dude that just gave him that assignment that we don't even know. And then maybe that person will contact someone higher that we do know. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. No, but if he's looking for people to recruit, clones are some of the best. Well, that's the thing. If he's looking, but we don't know he is. I don't know. I don't see that being Thrawn. A guy that's interested in rogue clones. I don't understand how they would be in connection with Rex, though. You could argue maybe through Ahsoka, but I don't see Ahsoka telling them about Rex. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to sleep on this, guys. If I can even go to sleep, I'll probably just be thinking about this all night. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. Who knows? I'll see if I can maybe make a post about it later today or something. And if I can't think of any good ideas, then maybe we can all, you know, put all of our brains together and see if we can get some ideas. But yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta think about this. The clothing is just throwing me off, though. That's what's... Watching this again real quick. And I know where to find them. I thought you might want to know. And then it just cuts off. Dang, man. I wish they gave us one more hint. Just one more. Dang. Wait, but Ahsoka never wanted to harm clones. True, but I mean, she never said, Rafa never said to that person, you know, we don't know that that person wants to harm clones. She just said that I thought you might be interested in these rogue clones. It doesn't mean they're going to hurt them. Because I thought it might have been Ahsoka or Rex because they might want to take the inhibitor chips out. You know what I'm saying? To somehow figure out how these guys didn't execute Order 66. But, yeah, I can't get over that Wrecker bit, though. Oh, man. I can't believe they did that. Does that make sense to anyone else? Or, like, did you guys have a problem with that at all? About Wrecker all of a sudden banging his head a couple times and his inhibitor chip gets a boost? Like, it's not as simple as that. Like, it's in your brain. You know what I'm saying? It was different with Tup because, one, he didn't bump his head. He had an actual tumor. It was a brain tumor. That makes sense. It's in his brain. But there's several clones that have bumped their heads and gotten in so many wrecks. Like, I don't... Especially Wrecker, he's a tough dude. I just... Bumping his head. First off, Fennec Shan must have hit him pretty dang hard for him to get some type of brain damage and it messed with his inhibitor chip. That's the first thing. And then he hit, what, the control panel in this episode? And I think he hit it one other time. Was it when he was fighting the Rancor, baby Rancor or something? I don't know. Watch it be Mace Windu. Bro, don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up. Nah, I don't. It won't be him, no. It won't be him. I don't think Lucasfilm would do that. I don't think Disney would do that, sadly. And plus, why would he be interested in rogue clones? And why would they know Windu? Well, I mean, then again, I mean, these guys were on Coruscant as well, so they were in the underworld, so I don't know, they could get some connections, you never know. Boy, they are a long way from home, though. All the way over on Corellia, huh? Wonder what they're up to. They were hired? Well, yeah, they were hired, but... By who? That's the question. Hired or maybe... Well, I don't know. Hired or... Maybe they joined the rebellion or something. You never know. Like, it seems like they're not... They want to fight against the Empire because if you think about it, it makes me think that the guy that they're talking to is a part of the rebellion somehow. Because, where was it? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Right there. Okay. Right there. Go to time 1834. Listen to what Trace says. Here. I'll turn it up for you guys. Listen.
And deliver, not ask questions.
Our contact needed that information to fight back against the Empire.
To fight back against the Empire.
They're trying to help people and make things better.
See, they're okay, so that right there, just think. I'm guessing that whoever's in that hologram is against the Empire, which, you know, throws me off again. You know, it's just like every little piece we get feels like it just throws me off. Technically, there isn't a rebellion yet, I don't think. No, there is. We learned that off of episode 1. Saul Guerrero has already started. He's already started the rebellion. Maybe doesn't... Oh, I don't know. Did he use the word rebellion? But it's basically the rebellion. He's already getting people to fight off the Empire already. Like, once the Order 66 happened, and they saw the Empire come to rise and the Republic fall, right? When all this is happening, people are seeing this, and they're like, "Oh, we're not standing for this." No, you know, you better believe there's gonna be people that fight back. The rebellion. This is just early phase. You know, it's nothing big, but early phases right now. It's too early? I don't think so. We saw that in episode 1 with Saul Guerrera. He was literally like, they were already fighting the Empire. They're already fighting back. Let me see if I can get it for you guys. Let me see. It was episode 1. And he was all like, you can die with the past. Hold on. It's right around here. Crosshair. See, civilian. He used the word civilians. Let me see here. I'm trying to find the spot where he says it. Did I pass it? I think I passed it. Let me see. Oh, wait. I think it's around the 46-minute mark. Let me see. So he's talking about how, you know, Palpatine already basically just put himself in charge. So they see it. Right there. That's the spark of the rebellion, right here. Listen.
With the Jedi decimated and the clone army under his command,
He's talking about Palpatine.
Palpatine will have control over the entire galaxy unless we stop
them. They're already going.
Over.
If we give up now, everything we fought for,
See, they're not giving up. They're fighting
everyone
against the
we
Empire.
lost, will have been for nothing. I won't let that happen.
You know, like the rebellion has already started. It started right. I mean, it's not big. You know, it's just a bunch of little groups that are wanting to go against the Empire. That's all. A Fallen raid. Well, I appreciate that. What's going on, Fallen? Appreciate it, man. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello there, guys. Hello there. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out who the guy is that at the end of episode 6 of the Bad Batch. We're just like trying to brainstorm who it might be, because at first we were thinking Ahsoka, or at least I was thinking Ahsoka, and then someone made a very good point. I think it was Mark, right? That said that Rafa said patch him through. So now that's a guy, and we know they're on the good side, right? Because Trace was just saying a couple minutes ago to the Bad Batch that they were wanting to use that intel from the tactical droid to fight against the Empire. So it's someone that has robes that wants to fight against the Empire, that obviously has connections to them and cares about rogue clones. And I don't know. I'm just trying to find it. Why would Maul want clones though? Oh, I don't think it's Maul. I don't think it's Maul either. I don't think he'd be anywhere near those types of robes. I think he'd be wearing black or something at any point, you know? It probably someone we don't expect at all. Probably. Or someone we don't even know. It might just be like a middleman type of guy, you know, the guy who hired him, but that person might have a connection to someone else that we know. You know what I mean? Rey wasn't even born. Oh, yeah. Definitely no one from the sequel trilogy. I really hope they don't even try and connect to the sequel trilogy at all. True, but like that guy had some robes, or that cloak looked like Maul. I don't know if it looked like Maul though. I feel like Maul wears more black. You know what I mean? Like how we got Fennec Shan. Possibly. Yeah, I think it might just be. It might not even be someone we know, guys. If it is someone we know, I doubt we've seen that person with Trace and Rafa. I'm pretty sure that, you know, this guy is going to have a connection to them off screen, something that we haven't seen, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this, but we'll definitely talk about this later today in the community post. But anyways, that's going to do it for do you guys have any other questions before I end the stream? Because besides the, you know, the repetitiveness and the Wrecker. What do you guys think of the Wrecker? Is it just me about the inhibitor chip, or are you guys okay with that? I'm just curious. See where you guys are at with it. I don't like the approach they took with it. Chancellor Valorum? Why would it be him though? I hope you see Boba in the Bad Batch soon. I hope so too. I really hope we do. I think we will. Maybe not for long, but I think maybe for a split second. Yeah, you don't like that idea? Yeah, I don't like that idea either. I think they could have came up with something a lot better. Like, at least with it made sense with Crosshair. Like, they literally went ahead and boosted it, right? But it's not like Crosshair just bumped his head and then all of a sudden, oh, good soldiers follow orders. Like, it's in your brain. You better be receiving brain damage before it affects the inhibitor chip. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so if you guys don't like it, put no in chat. And if you guys do like that idea, put yes. Kind of curious. It could be him because Palps was the one who replaced him, so he might know. Okay, maybe. I have a feeling that Crosshair is going to turn on the Empire and then join the Bad Batch. I like that idea, but I don't know how they're going to make it work. The only way that he can't just turn just to turn. There has to be something that takes his inhibitor chip out. There has to, maybe that's where Rex can come in or something and they can somehow take out his inhibitor chip, but I don't want to just see Crosshair all of a sudden turn. That's the thing about the chips. It doesn't matter how much willpower you have. It's literally programmed into your brain. You don't have a choice. And we saw that with Captain Rex. Like, he literally had he was trying, you could tell off his face, he loves Ahsoka and Anakin. He would never betray them. He literally tried everything he could, every ounce in his body to try and don't do this. Crap, he started to cry. But he couldn't. There's nothing that can stop the inhibitor chips. That's why Palpatine is a genius. You know what I'm saying? He had this perfect plan for this to happen. This is exactly what he wanted. I just can't see all of a sudden Crosshair just turning with the inhibitor chip in him ever since they boosted it. If they didn't boost it, okay, I can see the borderline, right? Because he's Clone Force 99, right? You know, he's a part of the Bad Batch, special clone. But since they boosted it, and now it's working, I just don't see him snapping out of it and being like, oh, okay, this is bad now. Like, he's legit a part, just like all the other clones now. Just like all of them with that, you know, special enhancement of being able to hit all of his shots, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where I stand with it. The Bad Batch will eventually have to be killed off, so I don't know if Wrecker or Crosshair will turn back. Do they have to be killed off, though? Do they? Do I want them to get killed off? I do. In fact, I hope they get killed by... It's a bit of a stretch, but I would love to see them die by Darth Vader. I think any sort of Darth Vader in this show would be awesome. I want to see Darth Vader in this show. It might be a bit of a stretch, but I would love to see Darth Vader just destroy these guys without any effort at all. But I don't think they really need to die. You know what I'm saying? They could just be like another, what do you call it? Cut LaQuaine, be deserters. They could just go off on their own. Kind of what they're doing now, a bunch of side jobs, but they don't, you know, they just kind of leave. Or they could join the rebellion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or they just disappear like Ahsoka did. Right, exactly. Palpatine is truly a patient, crazy genius. Yeah, he is. Dude, he is insane. Insane. Like, think of how patient this guy is. Like, think about it. Waiting for this moment. Imagine if Anakin had the strong willpower, though. If I were him, I'd be so mad. like everything falls apart because Anakin didn't decide to turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had some strong faith in Anakin, slowly putting in those seeds and watering them over time ever since he was a little boy.
No. No. No.
All right, easy palps, easy Papa Palps. How many episodes do you think there will be? I don't think that many. I don't think they're gonna do more than one season. Do I want more than one season? Heck yeah. I think I saw something online that was pretty reliable, but it wasn't confirmation. And I don't remember. I gotta look it up. I'll look it up and let you guys know whenever I find it again. But I think it was like no more than 20. It was like in the teens or something. So I don't know. Episode 1 I love. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're okay. Nothing bad about them. Like, they're not like, they didn't ruin anything for me yet, except for maybe the record deal. I don't know. We'll see. They're still borderlining it right now. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Yeah, we're kind of like, yeah, records literally took on a baby Rancor. Then they tell me a little bump to his, yeah. They gotta do better explanations than that for it to make sense to me. I just feel like it's really repetitive. I think they're taking the Rebel and Mandalorian, every Star Wars show that Disney has done, whether it's Rebels, Mandalorian, now this show, every canon show that they've done, it's this whole side quest deal, and I just want them to get on to the actual main stuff. It doesn't have to be to the quality of last 4 episodes of episode 7, but get on with it. I don't care about the baby Rancor. I don't care about them going to Corellia for the tactical droid. Okay, it opened up a little thing towards the end, right? I know that adds character development, but they can do character development through the main stuff, right? That whole bit with Fennec Shand, them doing their little job on that planet, you know, selling Echo and everything. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with it. You know, with the Mandalorian, at least it was like every other episode. You know, it was like every other episode, it was kind of like that ship do a job, but at least every other episode of that, we got a part of the main quest. You know, at least it was kind of like a mix. It feels like we're not even getting a mix here. I feel like the last time that we've gotten on our main quest was Cut, which was what? Episode 2? Episode 1, it was perfectly going on the main track. Episode 2, they kind of continued that, was starting to drift off a little bit. Episode 3 continued to drift off. Episode 4 continued to drift off. Episode 5 continued to drift off. And even episode 6. And I don't know, but each episode, it seems like they're going to get back on track, but then somehow they go to a brand new planet and have to do a side job just to get back on the ship and go to a new place. You know what I'm saying? Wrecker's degrading. Well, Disney Plus said episodes every Friday, so at least 20. Well, what do you mean at least 20? Where's the confirmation on that? Every Friday until when, though? You know what I'm saying? Well, I could say there's going to be at least 40. I mean, there's going to be at least 40 new Fridays coming up. We need a date to then. How do you know it's at least 20? What do you mean Wrecker's degrading? Like, in what aspect? Like the inhibitor chips? I mean, I don't know. I don't see that being an excuse. Then why is he having to bump his head for that to happen? And what about the other clones? You know what I'm saying? What about Hunter and Tech? I don't know. I don't like the way they approach that. The side quests can lead to other interesting arcs and also bring in old characters from Clone Wars and Rebels. Right. I'm okay with that. But it feels like they're spending like the entire part. Like I'm to the point where I was okay with it. I was honestly just happy with, and I still am, don't get me wrong, but I am getting a little tired of it because think about it. I was at first just happy that they weren't ruining the series in my eyes, right? They were continuing the story adding on to Star Wars without them ruining and contradicting things in the Star Wars universe. I'm like, awesome. To me, I'm a person that sees a lot of contradictions in the sequel trilogy, so I'm like, okay, I didn't like the sequel trilogy. Why couldn't we have this for the sequel trilogy? But that's besides the point. Besides the sequels, right? Now we're to the point, whether it's Star Wars Rebels, Mandalorian, or this show, we're not getting the George Lucas quality. Disney bought this off of George Lucas. George Lucas was continuing the Clone Wars. And he was, the least that Disney could do since they got it is at least give us the quality that George Lucas was giving us. You know what I'm saying? Like the last 4 episodes of season 7, I'm not saying all of them are bad. I'm not saying that at all, because I actually do like a lot of side quests, but it can be so much better. They need to start stepping it up. It's about time. In Rebels, there's some great episodes, but the majority of the series, it was fix up the ship, go to a planet, do a side job or something, so that they can get back on the road to go to a new planet, rinse and repeat. Until we got like Darth Maul, right? And Ezra with the holocrons and the Night Sisters. That stuff, that was entertaining. That was good, right? And episode 1 of this show, great start. But now we're getting to that same old pattern. Same thing with The Mandalorian. You know what I'm saying? I just want the main stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be 16 episodes. That sounds about right. Yeah, I think that was what I saw. It's confirmed. All right, where's that confirmed? Did Star Wars say that? I remember seeing a reliable source, and I think it was around 16. So that's what I was thinking. But I don't think it was necessarily confirmed. It might have been confirmed. I don't know. I might have missed it. It's not confirmed, but when I think about them not saying a specific date, it makes me think quite a few. Also, record degrading was a joke. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, because I was like, degrade. I was like a little iffy on that. I'm like, but that makes sense. Okay. The inhibitor chips are placed in the frontal lobe, which controls cognitive and speech functions. Hunter and Tech have enhanced intelligence and senses. Okay. So I mean, okay, like you, okay, right there, you said it. Which controls the cognitive and speech functions. Wrecker? Seems quite okay to me, with the exception of the inhibitor chip stuff. But that's just me. I don't know. Who knows? They might actually further develop it, which is what I'm hoping. Obviously, they're taking that route that I was hoping they weren't. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna completely hate it. If they just keep on going with it and they don't explain anything, then I might hate that idea. But they could still explain it in the next episode. You know, it was only that they're like slowly implementing it, so they still got a lot of time to explain things. You know what I'm saying? This is why Crosshair and Wrecker are most susceptible to what? I mean, they explained Crosshair though. They didn't explain Wrecker. He didn't get no boost or anything. You know what I mean? And Forest Lord, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the content. Thank you. But I don't know. There's lots to think about. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep on it, and if I can sleep, I don't know. Sometimes I can't go to sleep when I think about things like this, and I gotta figure it out before I go to sleep. I guess sometimes that's why I made the Order 66 video, because like, what was it? A couple weeks back, I think it was after episode 2, like when we were discussing about it, I was thinking of things about Order 66 that I've never thought of before. And I'm like, how did I never think of this before? And it was driving me insane, because it was stuff that George Lucas implemented, and it wasn't quite making sense to me. I'm like, I've never had something in Star Wars where George Lucas implemented and it not make sense. Everything he's implemented has made sense. So I'm like, okay, let me just stop, slow down, and think this through. And I did, and it actually made sense. It was just me, sometimes I just need a minute to actually just stop and think about it. And that's why I made a video on that. Some of the things that I had questions about. But yeah, might be the same case here as well. Maybe once maybe the Wrecker thing does make sense to me, maybe if they explain it a bit more, then I'll make a video just in case anybody else has that same question type of deal. Who was the person at the end? Looked like Darth Maul, to be honest. What do you mean? What do you mean it looks like Darth Maul? Like, why are people like? I don't see Darth Maul. Like, I just see the little bit of clothing. I don't I don't see how there's a resemblance
Patch
with
him through our...
Darth Maul at all. I don't feel like that's what Darth Maul would be wearing, though. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be too far off because, I mean, yeah, he would want to fight against the Empire. You know? I'm not sure why he would care about rogue clones. But, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Look at his shoulder. Can't be Rex and can't be Ahsoka. Shoulder. I just still see cloak, like, it's just still cloak. Still cloth. I don't see any body. I don't see any body. Yeah, I don't Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's not enough information here, man. I'm so irritated because 5 sacrifice is going to waste. Oh, dude. I was so sad when that happened in Clone Wars. Like, once I saw him talking to Palpatine, right? Because obviously we know Palpatine's behind this and stuff. And I was like at the edge of my seat. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? This one clone Fives, my boy Fives, figured out this entire plot that the Jedi haven't even been able to figure out. It was insane to me. And the fact that he was confronting the guy that, like, imagine how scared Palpatine must have been, dude. He's like, leave us. Like, he's like trying to frame this dude so that way he dies. Like, he doesn't want any of this to get... Oh, man. Imagine how scared Palpatine was at that point. Dude. Oh, man. People act like he never said anything. Are you talking about, like, Fives? Oh, man. Fives, though. Oh, I can't believe he went out and he got killed by friendly fire out of all the ways. Sucks, man. It sucks. I guess it wasn't completely to waste. I mean, for the most part, all of his stuff was. But at least it helped Ahsoka figure out kind of what's wrong and have an idea for her to get the inhibitor chip out of Rex. So in that aspect, it kind of paid off. But everything else, it kind of went down the drain, sadly. He was so close. In fact, he even told Anakin. You would think Anakin would... I don't know. I just wish Anakin and Rex just investigated it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fives told him, Palpatine's somehow behind this. Try to frame him. You would think they'd look into it a little bit. At least Rex, you know, put it in the files and did something. But Anakin is just like, okay, sure, buddy, you're going cuckoo like your friend Tup. Sad, man. Dang. The person at the end is Maul? What makes you guys say it's Maul? What makes you guys say it's Maul? Why would he care about rogue clones, too? I don't know. Why would he be wearing something like that? Maybe it is black and it's just the different lighting or something. But... Yeah, I'm watching it over and over again. I don't know. I don't know. 100%. Why do you guys say it's Maul, though? Like, I want to understand why you guys say it's Maul. Like, how do you guys know 100% sure that that is Maul? Like, are you able to see his horn somewhere? Am I missing something? I don't know. What happened to the droid that who was with Fives? Oh man, it's been a while. I don't know. He might have. Did he get shot down by clones? Or did he have his memory wiped by the Kaminoans? I'm not sure. I'd have to watch it back. It's been a while since I've seen that. I'm not sure on that one, Force Lord. But like on the first episode of BB and Canon and his master were so confused. Yeah, like I tell like execute Order 66. Yeah, I mean all the Jedi's were. All the Jedi were. I mean, it's not like the Jedi's were expecting it. I mean, that's why so many of them died, is because they weren't expecting it. Everyone was confused about that. Maul was the only person that knew something was going on. Yeah. But, I mean, still. I mean, here's the thing, though. This is after Order 66. The Jedi's are all... The Jedi are putting 2 and 2 together. You know what I'm saying? They know that... They see things. I mean, they're not dumb. They know Palpatine's behind all of this now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even Saw Gerrera saw that. I mean, Palpatine's no longer hiding it. He put the Jedi to hiding. You know, he rose to power. He has the clone army under his control. What he says goes at this point. You know what I mean? Look at a photo of Maul and look at his outfit. I'm looking. I don't see it being... It doesn't look like the Solo outfit. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Is it Massimo Haas? Appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the content. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. But yeah, it doesn't look like the Crimson Dawn outfit. Doesn't look like his normal outfit. Because there's like some type of like I don't know. What do you call that? Something over his shoulder, you know? It's too close to that shoulder, bro. I want to see a Maul versus Vader. That would be insane. Oh, dude. That would. But I do and don't at the same time. Because I feel like if they would get in a fight, Vader would like just like, I don't know, maybe Maul might be able to escape somehow, but I feel like Vader would obviously win that fight. He's that droid could talk, so everyone can get that information from it. That is very true. That is very true. OMG, I watched this video and it was Omega asking what slavery was and it zoomed in on Echo. I feel like it's Maul or maybe Saw Gerrera. Saw Gerrera is interesting. The only thing that would be throwing me off, it would fit everything. He is a guy, he's fighting against the Empire. It would make sense that they would maybe have some type of connection. Maybe, I don't know, that might be a little bit of a stretch. But the clothing is what's throwing me off. And I feel like that's why it's... I don't see any similarity between him and Maul. Like, what picture you guys seeing? Send me a link. You guys have a link of that, like, you guys want me to put up a picture of Maul? You guys send me a link of a picture that looks like him. That looks like the hologram. I'm not seeing any that looks like it. I'm not seeing any at all. And it looks kind of brown. Like a cloak almost. But then again, it's kind of hard to tell because it's a little angle at a hologram. So it's hard to tell because from another angle it also looks black. Vader isn't in his prime though, so I still think Vader could take him out. I think it'd be a bit of a challenge, but not that much of a challenge. Could it be Boba? Ooh, no, because he has his armor. He has his armor at this point. No. That's interesting. That's interesting. But maybe if this was after episode 6 or something, after the Starlight when he doesn't have his armor, I could see that. It kind of looks like that, but I don't understand why he would have his armor off for any reason and be going around in that cloak. Interesting, though. Very interesting. Okay, I could see that. I mean, rogue clones, that might fit in with maybe the bounty and maybe the Kaminoans. Okay, that makes sense. Fighting against... I don't know, though. Fighting against the Empire. I mean, he's not really friends with the Empire. We know that. I mean, he's worked with them, but that's just because of the bounty. Got paid for it. It's not like he's getting paid for it right now. Interesting. Maybe. Maybe. The link is too long. What do you mean? Just copy and paste it in chat. It won't let you say it in chat? It has more than 200 characters? But I just don't see why that would be Maul. I think it has a bigger chance of being Boba over Maul. Boba would make more sense to me than Maul. Might be Saw Gerrera. I think Saw Gerrera, it could be a possibility. I think Saw Gerrera can fit the description. The only thing that's throwing me off with Boba and Saw is the clothing. But like I said, it's really hard to tell too. Yeah, in the end, I think it's Maul, though. For what exact reason? That could 100% be Maul. He wants revenge for Palpatine. He needs an army. Thus, the droids probably trying to link up with Ahsoka. The droids probably trying to link... What droids? Talking about, like, him trying to link up with Ahsoka? Again? I don't know about that one. I think he wants revenge, but I think he knows that he can't really get to him at this point. I mean, at this point, I think he's still... Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't think it's that. Because even in Season 7, he said he wanted to thrive in the chaos to come. I think he was referring to the underworld there. And we also got that in Solo. He's trying to thrive in the underworld, and we got to see him start that in Clone Wars. Yeah, he does. I think he wants more revenge off Kenobi more than Palpatine, though. But yeah, I could see him going against the Empire, but I don't see him really going too much out of his way for it. Because he has... I don't see him going for droids or clones for an army. His underworld would be his army. You know what I'm saying? I want to put the link in 2 comment things. Yeah, do that, so that way I can see. Because... I'm very curious on... Because you guys seem pretty confident that this is Darth Maul. I don't seem that confident about Darth Maul at all. I'm rewatching it over and over again, too. Seeing if I miss anything. See if I see anything new. The guy turns. I don't know. Dengar? No. I don't think it's Dengar. Crime Syndicate and the Droid Army versus Empire. Oh. Droid Army? Like, talking about, like, the Separatist droids? I don't see him trying to bring that back to life. Yeah, clones, bumped their heads a lot, but that was, before Order C6 was executed, and that's why now when he bumps his head, the order is being executed. Okay. I see that, but still, I that's just not enough. Okay, I understand that point. Makes a little bit more sense. But you gotta also understand, it's in their brain. It's like, you'd have to hit your head pretty dang hard to get brain damage. And even if he did get it hit hard, I don't see him having brain damage at all. Like, it's like he's hitting his head and all of a sudden the chip's getting a boost. I'm not making that connection yet. I don't see that connection. I hope they show Camino versus the Empire like in the comics. Dude, that would be pretty sick. That would be awesome. Did you all hear that George Lucas... No, that's fake. That's fake. Telling you that right now. Don't even get your hopes up about that. Look at the link. Did you type it? The shoulders? I must have missed the link. Hang on. I'm trying to find it. I don't see any link yet. Do you have Discord? See if you can DM me. It's not fake, I swear. Dude, I'll tell you. What, a rumor? I believe that there's a rumor. But No, that's not happening. Disney would not sell it back. I don't see Disney selling it back. They have so many shows in the works. I don't see them. No, they're gonna try and milk this cow for as long as they can. What's up, cool man? Nice to see you on Twitch. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I hope he gets it, but let's Dave direct it. It's rumored George Lucas might be. Yeah, it's rumored. Exactly. Yeah, I believe you that it's rumored. I wouldn't get your hopes up on that. I don't see that happening at all. I don't see that. I think there's a 0.00001% chance of that happening. As much as I would love for that to happen, I'm just having realistic expectations on it. No way they'd sell it too much profit. Yeah, yeah. And I don't. Why would George buy it back? I mean, there's a reason why he sold it in the first place. Even though I wish he didn't, for selfish reasons. But, it's good that he did sell it for the reasons that he did. And I respect that. And I don't really see him going back on why he did it in the first place. It's also it's as likely as Michael Jackson buying DC. You're right on that one. But yeah, I want to see this image. I'm looking for the link. I don't see it. What did you type into Google? Maybe I can, and then let me know from there. I want to see what image you're seeing. Because I don't see it, man. I just don't see it. I'm looking at a bunch of different mall images right now. Because that looks more, doesn't it look white though? That the little scarf thing, it's not a scarf, but the ribbon thing. Does that look white to you guys? It kind of looks white to me. And it kind of looks like it's over a brown cloak. I could be wrong, because it also looks black at a certain angle. But overall, when he goes to turn, right? Right now it's there, he's turning, it looks brown. It looks brown, and it looks like the ribbon is white. And it looks like maybe the hood is kind of like a brownish white. I don't know. It's like a light beige. Yeah, and I feel like with Maul, I don't see Maul wearing beige. Interesting. You're playing Disney Infinity 3.0 on the channel. Nice. It's a good game. Yeah, it is. And I'm going to keep on doing it. I'm having a blast with it. Finally got past Darth Maul today. He met with Disney and talked to them. He's wanting to take back creative control. Yeah, but there's been all kinds of rumors like that ever since the sequels. Ultimately, Disney's going to do what they want to do. Sadly. They're not letting him have that much input as what we would like him to, obviously. Yeah, almost no Sith has ever worn beige. Yeah, so I want to see that because some of you guys seem so sure of Maul, and I want to find that picture you guys are talking about. Where'd you hear that George Lucas might buy Lucasfilm from? Oh yeah, that guy already. Yeah, if you got your news from him, then I remember, guys. I cover Star Wars news. If there's any Star Wars news, you guys will be the first ones to know about it. I just don't cover fake stuff or random rumors. If I cover a rumor, it's gonna be something I honestly believe is going to become true. That's number one. And number two, there's some type of evidence supporting it. Somebody that is pretty dang credible. And has been right, at least in the 90%. If it's less than that, then no. I rarely report on anything rumor. I think the only thing rumor-wise I talked about in a video was I think it was the remake for a lot of remastered versions for the Star Wars games, and that happened to be right. So every rumor I basically reported on has become true so far. If I yeah, I mean, I try and be really real with the news. I try and be real with all my content. So if you guys do want to be caught up on Star Wars news, be sure to subscribe. Watch those news updates as they come out. I don't pop one out every day because I hate to tell you guys this, but there's not news every day. So all those news channels that happens to find Mandalorian news every single day and Bad Batch news every single day and all kinds of other news every single day, guess what? They're lying to you. Or, they're basically reporting on leaks, and they don't tell you it's a leak in the thumbnail or title. And by leak, it could just be anything with no source. For all you know, it could be that content creator going on another account, literally creating some random rumor, and then they just go back on their normal account and they report on it. I mean, I don't understand, and people believe it. That's the sad part. I don't understand why people believe things without any, like, they won't even show any evidence. They'll just say something. Could be completely made up. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't like to get into that drama stuff, though. I just like to focus on my content, and then I go from there. Imagine Vader wearing beige. No, I couldn't even imagine that one. That would look really weird. Imagine him wearing white. Imagine Vader in an all-white suit. That'd be pretty sick. I think that'd be pretty cool to see. But yeah. And if I do end up talking about a leak and a news update, first off, if it's a news update, it'll actually be news. And if I talk about the leak in the news update, it'd be because I see a lot of my viewers being misled. Because sometimes, or say sometimes, more like almost all the time, I get a lot of DMs saying that I'm not reporting on the news and all this other jazz. I'm like, that's because the news that you're talking about and you're telling me about isn't true. It's a lie. It's a lie. I will report on it right when it comes out. White gold or all chrome? I think chrome actually might look pretty cool as well. I feel like almost any color with that. If it just had a full solid color, like everywhere where it's black on Vader's suit, if it had a certain solid color, I think it'd look kind of cool. I think black would probably look the best though on him, to be honest. But yeah, if that's it, questions wise and discussing wise, I think that's it. I'm gonna sleep on who that is. I don't think it's Maul, but who knows? I'm gonna make a post about it later today. And if you guys, for all you guys think it's Maul and whoever it is, I want you guys to try and tell me why. Link any evidence you think. Like if you have an image on Google Chrome, right, and you think it matches it, link the image. I'd love to go check it out. What if it's Quinlan Voss? I don't see why he would be wanting to fight the Empire and be interested in Rogue clones and have a connection to Trace and Rafa. That's the only thing that I just don't see. I see there's other better people that would meet the requirements more than him. I have like a set of, I'm gonna make like a little checklist of all the boxes that the guy needs to check. But yeah, it's interesting. That's interesting. It's probably one of Disney's new characters. Probably. Honestly, it probably will be a new character. And then that new character will probably just link us to someone we know, maybe. But I don't know. We'll see. I can't believe I was late to this episode, though. I just totally skipped over my mind. In my mind, it was Wednesday going into Thursday, not Thursday going into Friday. So, my bad there. Won't be late next week, that's for sure. I'll catch you guys later. Talk to you guys in the community post later today about this mysterious character. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and may the Force be with you always.